Hello. We have some wild questions from murder, suicide, all the way to loving questions about caring for a mother, and questions in between, and as many as possible that we can get to on a live feed. So, well, Aaron, it's always fun to see you, and I've been looking at your artwork. It's amazing. Antonio, always good to see you. Gloria and Becky, thank you guys for joining me this evening. I'm just going to forward a couple buttons on the screen, so please forgive me for a second. Okay, I'm back. Full attention. Oh, thank you. I love this shirt too. And Melissa, always good to see you too. So, um, the questions tonight were just really profound. And I want to give a moment before jumping right in because I want to make sure the people who asked are actually online. Oh, I'm supposed to announce the winner. Rita, nice to see you. Lisa, always fun to see you. Now I have got to find my sheet. I think I accidentally lowered it. I did. There it is. So Gina Hughes, you want a reading? So reach out to me. You have 1 week before next week's show to reach out to me at Nora at intointuition.com, and you can have your free reading anytime. It doesn't have to be this week, but you do have to reach out to me this week. Olivia, hello, darling. I always tell you guys, check out Olivia. She really is amazing too. Lots of fun over there. I keep missing her show and I'm telling you to go, but I catch the reruns and stuff because I enjoy her a lot. Rita Donahue, hey, sweetie, you won one of the books. So you just go to Nora at intointuition.com. Let me know which one. Both my books are on the website, Into Intuition, and pick which one you'd like. Just let me know in an email. And if you already have them and you'd like to gift it to somebody, I'm happy to do that. I am going to jump right in with probably the most heartbreaking request for guidance, spiritual guidance that I've gotten in a while. So grab your tissues, guys. 2.5 years ago, my ex-husband killed a woman and then committed suicide. My 36-year-old daughter's devastated and embarrassed. Why would he do this? Thank you for the opportunity to send this in. Okay, this is what I heard, and I hope it helps. A massive jealousy and mental illness. He's always had an angry streak that he worked hard to conceal, but couldn't always control it. His despair at the killing is what caused him to kill himself. It was an utter spiritual devastating moment for him. He didn't have a chance to even think of his daughter or anybody else. I mean, it swept him up like a massive storm and just smashed him. It was a moment, it was not planned. So I know there's a theory that was batted about that this was planned. He was going to kill her, commit suicide. This is why, but it was not planned. This was a true spiritual destroying moment that when mental illness goes wrong, well, heck, you all know this past weekend with the shootings, mental illness can grab the spirit in a way. And it's sad, but we don't have the help we need. Okay, so I'm not preaching anything. I'm just telling you what they said. I asked them, can they please show me something to help your daughter? And they showed me a picture of a little girl. She looked like 4 or 5, maybe 6. Straight brown hair, little bangs just down. And she had like overall style. It wasn't denim, more like a corduroy type style with the straps, but it was overalls. In this picture, it actually almost looked like a school picture pose. Um, he's holding this image. He's clutching it and crying. His he has tremendous pain for what he did to his little girl. He is suffering. He's not suffering at God's hands. He's suffering at his own hands because he sees and is experiencing what he has caused here. Um, he wants her to know. So if you're listening, sweetie, your dad wants you to know there's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed because it wasn't about you. It was all about him being selfish and angry. Got that? Selfish and angry. This is what he's confessing to. I was mentally ill, is what he was screaming in an anguish. He had such anguish in the sound that I was getting. He then continued to call out, "Don't let me ruin your life. Get help." So, on that note, I said, "Great, angels. What can we do to help? Is there something that she can do?" I mean, clearly you need counseling, but in the meantime, they told me to pull out the energy medicine book. Got it. Donna Eden. Awesome stuff. I do not get a commission. Worth a read. Actually, it's like a textbook. You probably, if you get it for reference stuff, great, but go to a practitioner, go to YouTube, actually see it done, because when you're looking at the book, it's like a textbook. So you're going to put your fingers like this. And this is for anybody with any kind of stress, anxiety, upset, things you can't get past. You're going to put your thumb on your fingernail. You're going to put your thumbs on your temples and just let your fingers fall. If you can hold this for 3 to 8 minutes and actually think about what's upsetting you. Don't try to avoid it. So think about how embarrassed you are that your father killed a woman, how horrific, and then took his life without any consideration. Suicide is horrific in and of itself, let alone add to it murder. By allowing the emotions to be present and the anguish, eventually the blood will start to come back up to the frontal lobe and logic starts to kick in and help you process. Do this every day. Do it every day. Eventually, it's going to be hard to get into the real emotion because your brain is starting to work with you in healing. Now, I love energy medicine. I use it constantly, and I used it through all of my healing. But it is not the only thing. You cannot fully heal through something like this without counseling. So please, honey, get it. Okay. Aaron, book number 3 ain't happening. I'm lucky I'm getting the online course out there on time. But one of these days. Olivia, yeah, go online into intuition. Otherwise, when I talk to you, I'll drop you a couple. Lisa, thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope you wrote me a review on Amazon because that always helps. Michelle, great to see you. Rita, always wonderful. Linda, all right, let's grab this question. Gloria, I've been feeling off lately, like something bad is going to happen. My anxiety has been crazy. Any idea why? Ooh, this is cool because I can teach you guys a quick technique. What's going on? I was told right away that Gloria is actually picking up somebody else. So this isn't what you're picking up, isn't you, okay? How can you tell the difference? What you need to do is start training yourself to recognize your own energy. Get so familiar with your own energy that when something comes in, you know whether it's for you or is it telling you about somebody else. And when it's somebody else, you can kind of like when you go to the ocean, you kind of just put your toe in the water, you just reach in, you feel it, and you get the temperature, you get the feel of the water, and you pull back and you have your information. You don't have to dive in to know the water's cold, or you don't have to dive in to understand somebody's having distress. But what happens is we dive in, and that's what you're doing, Gloria. You're diving in to somebody else's shit and you're owning it. That's empaths, really dangerous. You don't want to do that. So, um, it's not you. That's the good thing. How do you clear it? Now let's take a deep breath and you imagine. Remember, imagination opens the door to intuition. It opens the door to everything, because if you can't imagine it, it can't happen. So just imagine God's beautiful light and love, this giant funnel out of the top of your head, his beautiful light and love coming in through that funnel into your body and just washing away that which is not mine. I send back to the earth to be recycled. That's it. That which is not mine, I send back to the earth to be recycled. And I welcome in God's love and light. Done. Okay, that easy. Um, put a little video on. Let us see you do it. I'd love it. Lisa's nice and pregnant and with a little girl. I keep seeing this stuff on Facebook. I'm so excited for your mom. I love your mom. I used to work with her mom. Aaron, my stomach is fine, but my gallbladder has to come out. Ooh, mine had to come out last year. It's not bad. It goes quick. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Nice to see you. And I'm going to jump into another question that came across. Oh, real quick. If you want a free reading, like Gina Hughes one, you have to like this particular episode, but make sure you also follow Into Intuition's page. Like and follow. Otherwise, you can share the show and you might get picked, but then you don't win because you didn't follow. I know, all these steps. This is never give up. So never give up. I hope you're on. What can I do to help my mother? This was really vague. So, but right away, the spirit started telling me what it was that you were concerned about. It's good, guys, though, that you be as specific as possible so I can get as much as possible. What I heard was you're exhausted and you need relief, but guilt is holding you in place. There's others, but all the responsibility seems to fall on you because it's always been that way. Everybody knows you're going to take care of it. So even though there are others you can make step up, it's not worth it to you to make them step up, and therefore you're doing it all. You must find a balance, and they said this with such compassion. It is not unloving to care for yourself so you can care for others. You need to make arrangements for her care for at least one half of the time that you are currently caring for her, because they showed me that you still work, you need to run in and out, but they're like, even if it's 10 hours is what she spends, 5 of those hours somebody else needs to take, because you are so out of balance. You need to make arrangements for her care. You need to regroup, or you're going to lose yourself. And you're going to be so worn out and so unhappy that you are not going to be of any service to your mom. You are not giving up on her, but you have to give, all right, sorry. I'm going to read you exactly what they said. You are not giving up on her, but you have given up on yourself, on your life, your health, and your well-being. You need to reclaim this first. So I hope that helps never give up, because you don't have to give up. You just need to balance, which you weren't doing. Becky, I'm looking for the date the bank is going to accept my offer on my new house. Do you know when they will accept or counter my offer? All right, so what I do, Becky, is I look at a calendar as if it's hanging on the wall. I All right, I already saw 2020, so you're not getting a counter offer from this bank this year. So this must be some kind of foreclosure thing, some kind of short sale, things like that, because I'm hearing February, somewhere around February 20th, but not till 2020. Uh, Hopefully you didn't give up your lease to where you are right now. Diana, nice to have you back on board. Melissa, talking about the gallbladder surgery for Aaron. Lisa, in my industry, which is the spa and salon, youth rules. Yes, it does. It actually rules in a lot of places, unfortunately. It's a it's a consideration to employers. I'm youthful at heart, 55 going on 30. That's what I feel. But in reality, I do come across to potential clients and employees as bubbly and fun. Okay, but what? Oh, do I come across trendy keywords? Okay, so you want to know if you are coming across in a manner that you need to be. I'm hearing that you're coming across better than bubbly and youthful. You're coming across as a mature, stylish, chic woman. So don't change. Do not try to become youthful. It will. You'll look like those silly women who dress like they're 12 when they're 80. When they're in their late 60s and they're dressing like teenagers. You have a style and a maturity that brings in the other clients, because everybody that goes to salons are not young, and you are an image that they need and want. So you're actually very valuable to them. Do not underestimate yourself. Sherry, welcome. Nice to have you on board with us. Yes, it is a foreclosure. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Becky. As soon as they told me 2020, I was like, Maggie Moore, nice to see you. And let's get to another question. This one is from another person named Maggie. So we might as well grab it. That reminded me. Hello, Nora. I have recently had a falling out. Okay, this is a long sentence with no commas. So, but I'm pretty sure because the spirits told me that we got this right. Okay. Hello, Nora. I've recently had a falling out with a very special person that's been friends with long time, more family like than friends. We're so excited to rejoin her with brother after 16 years. The problem is now she turned her back on us, the ones that have been there for her. I see right through this picture, and they're up to no good. So my question is, do I just let go and let cards fall where they fall? I'm really heartbroken over this. Do you see any input at this time? Okay. So I asked, honey, and what I heard was forgive and let the cards fall where they fall. So I actually said, that's not enough. Let's break this down, guys. I said, if you intervene and confront this person, what would happen? And I heard a loud blow up, lots of anger, resentment, will feel like you're putting her down and belittling her, and it will just burn all bridges forever. I said, if you protect yourself, but let the cards fall where they may. And they said, she will learn her lesson and see the harm she caused. She may be too embarrassed to stay in contact, though. So you will lose the friendship that was there. The key I heard was for you to protect yourself, and those you can protect without bad mouthing this woman. And I asked, well, why are you emphasizing that? And they said, this is your lesson. There's a lesson in it for her, but there's a lesson in it for you. And your lesson is to accept her for the way she is without judging her behavior. Like, you can judge her behavior, but you can't judge her. What she's doing is inappropriate, but that doesn't mean she's an inappropriate person. You can say to yourself, her behavior is not acceptable, but don't make her into some evil bitch. Your lesson is to love her. Now you can Oh, yeah. So they said your lesson is to love her. And they said to remind you of a story I often say. You can have lions for pets. You can absolutely love your lions, but you're not going to go out there and hug them. You're not going to hold them close. You're going to look at them out on the range that you have for them, and you're going to love them from a safe distance. And that's what you need to do here. Let her go and love her at a safe distance. Do not bring her in close to your life. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. Shauna. Shauna, you were a few minutes late. That's okay. Sherry, my intuition told me at the beach Sunday, do not put in your headphones. I was watching the water and the little girl went under. No pulse myself and two other people did CPR. She's doing okay after a few days in ICU. Oh my gosh, what a blessing. Good for you. If you put on that headset, you would have had no idea that that was going on. What a gift. I got goosebumps that you're giving that you gave that family and that little girl. Ah, Laura saying hello. You're welcome, Lisa, but and I mean every word that they told me. Diane, Nora, by chance, do you know if anyone or animal sits in my bed? I have laid in my bed to go to bed, and a couple times last night I felt something push my bed down. My cat was downstairs. This is a mother energy. It is not a dangerous energy. It is not an animal. If it is not your mom, it's your grandmom on your mother's side. I'm hearing that you did not know the person very well, but you did have a connection with her. And it's just her checking in and feeling a need to be close to you. When a motherly energy feels a need to be close, that means something big might be coming down the pike for you, and they're there to lend you support. Now, if she touches you in any way, that's not okay. You have to make sure you draw limits and lines. You cannot cross here. You cannot do this. You need to make rules with these spirits. If they break the rules, you're not dealing with a loved one. And give me a call. We'll work on it. But basically, what I'm getting is it's a very good spirit. Hi, Carol. Carol, I got a big package in the mail from my mom, and I'm going to bring it down the shore from you. I'm going to see you tomorrow, so she'll get it. And thank you. Uh, I got knocked out. Michelle, I hope you're okay. I'm not sure why you got knocked out. All right, Shauna. Oh, real quick. Another commercial, guys. Make sure you share the show. We did awesome last week, by the way. I always tell you guys, we had a lot of shares last week. It wasn't our highest, but it was like really close. So thank you for that. If you are not sharing the show, I don't grow, and I like growing. I really have fun doing this. And the more questions and the more things that come in, it just makes it worthwhile. I feel truly the way I'm blessed to hear what the issues are in people's lives and be able to communicate it. It's like, wow, I don't know why you gave me that ability, but I appreciate it and I love it because I see the difference it makes for so many people. So thank you, guys. I can't have this fun without you. Shauna, is my work being sabotaged by my manager? I feel as if I'm being treated differently. Um, your manager's just a mess, and it's not you in particular. It's not like she's sabotaging you. It's that the person's a mess and can use some help. So if you went in with the attitude of how can I serve you? How can I help you? And allow the crap that gets thrown around to just go by. Don't let it stick to you. You will start to shift things for that person and for yourself, which will be helpful. Beth, hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Maggie, you are quite welcome, and thank you. So, Maggie was one of the questions that we handled this week over the anonymous forms. Um, oh, Shauna, you're funny. You don't have to apologize. I'm still shook. Sherry, you're still shook. Oh, yeah, heck, I would be too. My gosh, what a blessing that you were there for that baby. Diane, I'm not sure who she hated me. Let me jump up here and see what you're referring to. She hated you. Interesting. This is the grandmom sitting on the bed. So she might be looking to make amends because for them to come in, it's because there's a need. And this might be her opportunity to finally give what she couldn't give you in her life because she was limited. She had conversations that blocked her from who you truly are. And once they cross over, they see it. And this is a beautiful chance for you to, welcome her in with limitations. You are welcome to be here. Thank you for being here. I know you're trying to find peace, and I give you peace. I give you love. And what a great opportunity to heal. Do not pass this up. Do not. That is beautiful. Melissa, will I be employed at the end of the month? I'm hearing by the third week of August. So, Becky, you are quite welcome. It's always a pleasure. All right, guys, let's remember, share the show, send in the questions on the forums. For those of you who are relatively new to the show, go to intuition.com. On a bar across the top, it's Ask a Spiritual Psychic. If you click that on, you can ask a question and get a lot of detail like these people did. If I select your question, I give you more detail and I get to speak freely because you have the opportunity to do it anonymously. Most people will use different names like Snow and Summer and Never Give Up did. It's really, really great because I can speak freely and not be embarrassed for you. Laura, thank you, sweetie. See, good girl. She shared. Ding, ding. Veronica, I have court with my ex-husband at the end of the year. He's not a good guy. Will court go in my favor? I'm hearing 60-40 in your favor. It's not going to be tremendously whopping in any way because although you don't see him as a good guy, that is not how the court is going to see it. So that's what I'm getting. If you can, they're also telling me to work on your finances now. Start looking at how you need to budget because it's going to be a bit of a shift, a big shift for you. And if you plan it, it's going to be a gentle transition. If you don't plan it, it's going to be abrupt and harmful. It's going to just make things really hectic in your life. So plan it, schedule it, pay attention to it. Okay. Diane, you are welcome. Righty. Any other questions? I hope I didn't miss anybody. We have 2 more minutes. So somebody jump in there and throw something if you'd like. In the meantime, I have 2 phenomenal books. They are both on Amazon. You can find them at intuition.com. I also do private readings, as many of you know, and my class up in Lilydale on December 20th. That is fast approaching. That's only 2 weeks away. I can't believe how quick that came. It's all about dream interpretation. It's a half a day class, and I am excited to do that because doing dreams is one of my favorite things. I also will be getting out the online course. I hit a brick wall. I used my logic without my intuition. Actually, my intuition was saying, don't hire this guy, don't hire this guy, don't hire this guy. But my logic was saying, but he's really involved with everything that you believe in. Don't hire this guy. Logic saying, but you should really marry the two. If they don't agree, figure out why. Don't just jump to one side or the other. So I ended up hiring the person, and I am now 2 months behind on releasing the online course, but I fired him. Veronica, you're welcome. So remember, use your intuition, use it safely. Always test it with the intuitive footprint. And until next time, say those prayers of protection. Have a great night. Bye now.